Imagine this for a moment. You're a Canadian senior, maybe 70, maybe 75, maybe even in your early 80s, and you've been driving your whole life through snowstorms, through late-night work shifts, through family road trips, through the thousands of everyday moments that shaped your independence, and suddenly you open your mailbox or your email and see a notice from your provincial licensing authority saying that starting in 2026, certain rules are changing, new assessments are required, and if you don't act in time, you could lose the very thing that keeps you mobile, independent, and connected to your community. That moment of panic, that little twist in your stomach, is exactly why this video exists. Because today we are breaking down the brand new 2026 driving rules affecting Canadian seniors aged 70 and above, rules that provinces from British Columbia to Ontario to Nova Scotia have either finalized or signaled as upcoming changes. And these updates could impact your testing requirements, medical reporting, license renewal timelines, insurance costs, and in some cases, even the type of vehicle you're allowed to operate. But before we dive into the details, I want you to take a breath, because while these changes may sound overwhelming, and yes, they do come with new responsibilities, they are absolutely manageable. And if you follow the guidance I give you throughout this video, you will be prepared, confident, and fully in control of your driving future heading into 2026 and beyond. So let's start with something personal, something real, something thousands of you watching at home have experienced. The fear of losing independence. For so many seniors, driving isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about grocery shopping without relying on your kids, visiting friends, on your own schedule, going to medical appointments without waiting for shuttle services, taking your spouse for a Sunday drive, or simply having the comfort of knowing you can go anywhere, anytime. When new rules come out, especially rules involving medical tests, vision exams, cognitive checks, road assessments, or changes to insurance coverage, it naturally creates anxiety. And I want you to know, I understand that. You're not being dramatic and you're not being stubborn. You simply want to stay independent. And here's the bold truth. These new 2026 rule changes are going to make driving safer, yes, but they could also make staying licensed more complicated unless you know exactly what steps to take, when to take them, and how to avoid the most common mistakes that lead seniors to lose their driving privileges unnecessarily. And that's the key word, unnecessarily, because most seniors who lose their licenses don't lose them because of dangerous driving. They lose them because they didn't renew on time, didn't complete the right documents, didn't understand the medical forms, or didn't prepare for the new screening processes introduced in 2026. So in today's video, I'm walking you through everything you need to know, including the new national safety standards rolling out across Canada, province by province changes that especially impact seniors aged 70 to 85. The updated medical forms doctors are now required to submit electronically, the expanded cognitive screenings that some provinces will use starting in January 2026, the brand new restricted license options for seniors who only drive during the day or within a certain radius, and how insurance companies are adjusting their premiums and coverage for older drivers next year. We'll also cover a major question thousands of seniors are already asking. Will these new rules make it easier or harder for seniors to keep driving past age 80? And I promise you, you will leave this video with clarity, confidence, and a step-by-step understanding of how to stay on the road safely and legally without interruptions. Now let's start by talking about the biggest national change coming in 2026, which is the introduction of a standardized senior driver monitoring framework. For years, every province had its own rules. Ontario used the Senior Driver Renewal program at age 80. British Columbia had its own enhanced road assessment triggered by medical reports. Alberta required medical exams starting at 75. Manitoba had vision testing at certain intervals. Nova Scotia used its own medical reporting system, and Quebec had a mix of age-based and doctor-triggered assessments. But in 2026, Canada is taking a more unified approach by implementing a national guideline that encourages provinces to tighten renewal cycles for seniors over 70, increase reporting requirements for family doctors, and expand cognitive screening tools such as the clock drawing test, the trails making test, and new digital assessments that some clinics will begin offering next year. What does this mean for you personally? It means that once you turn 70, you will see more frequent check-ins from your licensing authority. Not necessarily a road test, but more forms, more medical evaluations, and shorter license renewal windows. Many provinces are shifting from 5-year renewals to 2-year renewals for drivers aged 70 plus, and some, like Ontario and BC, are expected to move to 1-year renewals for drivers over 80, starting in late 2026. And while this may sound intimidating, the renewals themselves are not difficult, but they do require organization, timing, and communication with your doctor. And that's the next major change. In 2026, doctors across Canada will have expanded mandatory reporting duties regarding senior drivers. In simple terms, if a doctor sees signs of declining vision, slower reaction times, memory issues, medication side effects, or mobility challenges that could affect driving, they are now required, and in some provinces, legally obligated, to submit a medical report to your provincial licensing authority. This does not automatically mean your license will be suspended, but it does trigger a review process. And here's where many seniors get caught off guard. The review process requires you to respond quickly, sometimes within 30 days, with proof of medical stability, completed forms, updated prescriptions, or in some cases, completion of a cognitive or vision screening test. If you ignore the letters or delay the paperwork, the province can automatically suspend your license even if you are medically capable of driving safely. So one of the most important pieces of advice I can give you for 2026 is this. Take every letter from your licensing authority seriously, respond quickly, keep your medical and vision exams up to date, and don't wait for reminders. Now let's talk about the new cognitive screening tools coming in 2026. This is one of the biggest changes because cognitive tests are becoming more common due to Canada's aging population and the increasing focus on preventing collisions related to slowed reaction time or impaired judgment. In 2026, Ontario is expected to introduce an updated cognitive screening tool for seniors renewing after age 80. BC is piloting a digital cognitive test that can be taken on a tablet inside a doctor's office. Alberta is revising its medical exam guidelines to emphasize cognitive indicators. Nova Scotia and New Brunswick are aligning with new national standards. Quebec is adding more robust cognitive checks for seniors with certain medical conditions. The purpose isn't to take away licenses, it's to ensure that seniors who continue driving can do so safely, with the right support and monitoring. But here's what many seniors don't know. Cognitive tests are not pass or fail like a school exam. They are simply tools that help identify whether you may need additional assessment, such as a vision test, an on-road evaluation, or a medical review. And here's something else important. If you prepare in advance, stay mentally active, and practice the types of tasks used in these screenings, you dramatically increase your chances of passing without issues. Simple activities like puzzles, memory exercises, reading, reaction time games, and hand-eye coordination activities can boost performance. Now let's talk about road tests, because this is another area seniors are worried about. Will more seniors be required to take road tests in 2026? The answer is yes, slightly more, but not dramatically more. Most provinces are planning to increase road test referrals for seniors who show signs of difficulty during medical evaluations or who report collisions, near misses, or new medications that affect alertness. BC's enhanced road assessment will continue and may expand. Ontario may increase its road test referrals for drivers over 80. Alberta is focusing on more medical road tests for seniors with certain health conditions. But here's the good news. These tests are not designed to trick you or fail you unfairly. They are designed to verify your ability to handle everyday driving situations, merging, turning, reacting to hazards, managing intersections, and making safe decisions. If you maintain good habits, practice regularly, avoid distractions, and stay confident, most seniors pass without trouble. If anything, the biggest mistake seniors make is overthinking the test and becoming nervous. Confidence and calm matter as much as skill. Now let's shift to insurance, because insurance companies are also adjusting their senior driver policies for 2026. As Canadians live longer and remain on the road later into life, insurance companies are adjusting premiums based on age, medical stability, driving history, and annual mileage. Some companies are introducing discounts for seniors who complete approved defensive driving programs. Others are offering reduced premiums for seniors who voluntarily agree to daylight-only driving or limited distance policies. But some insurers may increase premiums for drivers over 80 due to statistical risk factors. My advice? Shop around. Never assume your current insurer is giving you the best rate. In fact, many seniors save hundreds per year simply by getting 3 or 4 comparison quotes. Now let's talk about a new option emerging in 2026: restricted senior licenses. These are special licenses that allow seniors to continue driving with certain limitations, such as daytime driving only, driving within a 30 to 50 kilometer radius of home, avoiding high-speed highways, or limiting driving to certain conditions. These restricted licenses are incredibly valuable for seniors who want independence but no longer feel comfortable with night driving or long distances. In 2026, more provinces are expected to offer this option, which could help thousands of seniors stay mobile without needing a full road test or full privilege license. Now let's talk about the emotional side of these changes, because I know that for many of you, the fear of losing your license feels like the fear of losing your independence. I want you to hear this clearly. These new rules are not designed to push seniors off the road. They are designed to keep the road safe while helping you and your family feel confident every time you get behind the wheel. The goal is safety, not punishment. And remember, driving is not an all-or-nothing activity. Many seniors choose to modify their driving habits as they age, avoiding rush hour, avoiding freeways, driving only in daylight, choosing familiar routes, or limiting long-distance travel. These choices don't mean you're losing independence. They mean you're driving smart. Now let's talk prevention, because the best way to stay licensed through these new 2026 rules is to stay proactive. Stay on top of your medical appointments. Get your eyes checked annually. Yes, even if you think your vision is fine. Keep your glasses prescription updated. Talk to your doctor about medications that affect alertness, especially anything that causes drowsiness or slower reaction times. Practice your driving regularly. Believe it or not, seniors who drive more often tend to perform better on assessments than those who only drive occasionally. Keep your car well maintained. Clean windows, bright headlights, properly adjusted mirrors, newer tires, and reliable brakes all make a massive difference in reducing driving stress. Stay mentally and physically active. Simple exercises like walking, stretching, or light strength training improve mobility, reaction time, and overall driving comfort. And most importantly, stay informed. Watch videos like this, read your provincial updates, talk to your doctor, talk to your family, and don't wait for a problem before taking action. If you follow these steps, the new 2026 rules won't be obstacles. They'll be minor check-ins that you pass with ease. Now let's look at a province-by-province snapshot of what seniors over 70 can expect in 2026, so you can feel prepared no matter where you live. In Ontario, seniors over 80 will continue the Renewal program, but with updated cognitive tests and possibly shorter renewal cycles. More referrals to road tests are expected, and doctors will have stricter reporting obligations. In British Columbia, the enhanced road assessment continues, medical reporting expands, and digital cognitive tests may be introduced. In Alberta, medical exams remain required at 75, 80, and annually after 80, with new cognitive indicators and more consistent reporting from physicians. In Manitoba, expect expanded vision requirements and updated medical forms. In Saskatchewan, more electronic medical reporting is coming. In Quebec, updated cognitive screening and more frequent medical documentation will be required for seniors with certain conditions. In the Atlantic provinces, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, and Newfoundland, expect increased medical screening frequency, updated vision standards, and improved digital systems for senior renewal tracking. In the territories, local requirements will align more closely with national guidelines, but with flexibility for remote communities. All of this may sound like a lot, but remember this: every change comes with support systems, forms, guides, call centers, renewal reminders, and accommodation options. You are not alone in this process. Now let's address a huge question many of you write to me about. Will I lose my license automatically at age 80? The answer is no. There is no automatic cutoff age in Canada. Seniors drive well into their 80s and even 90s as long as they can demonstrate safe driving abilities and meet medical requirements. Age alone cannot take away your license. Only medical, cognitive, or safety concerns can trigger a review. So don't let fear of a number define your driving future. Let your actual ability be the measure. Now here's something else crucial: communication with your family. Many seniors fear that telling their family about new medical concerns or vision issues will lead to pressure to stop driving. But the opposite is often true. Open communication helps families support you, from helping with paperwork to practicing driving to reminding you about renewal deadlines. You deserve support. Don't carry the stress alone. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the single most important step you can take today after watching this video. Create a 2026 driving folder, digital or paper, with your renewal dates, medical documents, doctor contact information, eye exam schedule, and insurance papers. Organization alone prevents 80% of license suspensions related to missed deadlines or forgotten forms. Finally, as we close this massive update, I want to speak directly to you, the senior watching this right now who feels nervous, overwhelmed, or unsure. Listen to me. You have driven for decades. You have navigated storms, highways, construction zones, and all the unpredictability of Canadian roads. You have skill, experience, and judgment that younger drivers don't. You are capable, you are independent, you are valuable. These new 2026 rules are not meant to take that away from you. They are meant to help you stay safe, stay supported, and stay confidently on the road for as many years as possible. And as long as you stay informed, stay proactive, and stay prepared, you will keep your freedom, your mobility, and your independence. You're not alone in this journey. I'm right here with you, guiding you every step of the way. Stay safe, stay confident, and as always, I'll keep bringing you the updates that matter most to Canadian seniors, retirees, and anyone who depends on Canada's road and benefit systems to stay secure and independent.